I am DJ Ai, and for today, hindi musician ang ating kasama, guys. We have an internationally acclaimed and award-winning chef with us. He has his own show called Simple, na feature na rin siya sa Netflix, isang resident chef sa Umagang Kay Ganda. And actually ngayon meron siyang bagong cookbook, and he believes na kahit sino kayang magluto basta simple. Please welcome Chef Tatung! Hi, Chef!
Hello! Hello, ay... Musta?
Okay naman po. Super excited ko kasi isa po ako dun sa mga talagang hindi naniniwalang kaya ko magluto. Pero dahil sa inyo na-inspire ako, dahil sabi niyo nga, kahit sino kaya magluto, basta simple. So, hello sa lahat ng mga ka-simple dyan watching.
Hello, mga ka-simple. Yeah.
So, Chef, kung naman po, nasan kayo ngayon?
Nandito ko sa studio namin, sa Simple Studio. Malapit na kapitbahay lang tayo sa ABS-CBN. So, malapit lang. Yeah.
Oh, well, mukhang may bago na naman kayo niluluto dyan. Pero pag-usapan po muna natin yung kung paano kayo nagsimula, Chef, dito sa career na to. Bago natin pag-usapan yung super exciting na bago yung cookbook. So, have you always loved cooking since you were a kid?
Since I was a kid, I really parang enjoyed being in the kitchen while yung mga pinsang ko would be playing outside. Ako nasa kusina, ako naglalaro ako doon, 'di ba? Yung malunggay, 'di ba? Namimitas ng malunggay, 'di ba? Yung string beans. Sobrang akong tuwa sa mga ganyan, no? Then nung dati pa, hindi pa, alam mo yung the way we cook before and the way we cook now, hindi pareho, 'di ba? Kasi ngayon puro na instant. So dati, 'di ba, yung sampalok, magawa ka ng sinigang, so namimitas ka pa ng sampalok, binamash mo siya para maging maasim yung sabaw. So sobra akong tuwa, para akong feeling ko kasi hindi naman iniisip ko na para akong cook. Feeling ko para akong scientist nung panahon na yon. So, I started in the kitchen siguro mga 6-7 years old. Nasa kusina na ako. When I reached around 10, nagbe-bake na ako. So, parang since bata ko, kinakareer ko talaga yung mga ginagawa sa kusina. Pero, alam mo, it's very interesting kasi at that time, hindi pa naman uso yung pagiging chef. So, iba yung career ko, no? Hindi sobra kong layo ng career before I became a chef.
What did you plan on being or on becoming?
Actually, yung gusto ko talagang mangyari, gusto ko maging architect or gusto ko maging filmmaker. Pero hindi natuloy. So, pero I started out as a writer, no? I started out as a journalist. Saan
po, Chef? Pwede malaman.
After I started in Cebu, I worked in Sunstar Publications in Cebu, the big newspaper in Cebu.
And what did you write about, Chef? Is it about food now or talagang news?
I started out in the newsroom. I started copy editing. I was a copy editor. Pero sobrang interesting ng journey ko. So I started out in the news and I eventually was moved to the lifestyle section. So I was writing on travel, destination, mga features and all that. Pero it's very interesting. Alam mo, yung mix is very close to my heart because at a time in my life also, I was also involved in the music industry. Kasi alam mo, when super bago pa yung mix, I was working with I got to work with Star Music and Star Cinema because I used to work and produce music din before. So parang I worked with several artists. So we did a few soundtracks for mga Star Cinema movies. So very few people know that. I used to, basta parang gano'n. So dati we're always at mga Mix Live, di ba, yung mga live performances.
So, name drop a few, Chef. Like, sino po yung mga artists that you were able to work with? Ano yung mga songs that you were able to produce?
Actually, I worked with Cushay. I'm the one who brought Cushay to Manila. Dice and K9. So Zell. Ang dami. I worked with several artists. I produced some of their albums. No, I worked with labels. I worked with Star Cinema, yung Jologs movie, yung we worked on the soundtrack with that. So I was part of the team din. So parang kakatawa lang na I'm back at mix pero iba na yung ginagawa ko, di ba? Pagkain na yung mini-mix.
Hindi na sound mixing,
Oo,
food mixing na. Pero mali
yeah.
pala yung introduction ko kanina, chef. Sabi ko kasi hindi musician ang kasama natin ngayon. Apparently, you were a musician first before you
No, no,
became a
not really a
chef.
musician. More of the production naman ako. Hindi,
Ah,
I can't claim that I'm a musician. Pero yun, behind the scenes. Yeah.
yes, oo. Pero
Yeah.
ang galing, parang full circle na you're
Yeah.
here being interviewed on cam sa Mix
Yeah.
right now for your book
Yeah.
naman. So please tell us
Yeah.
about your cookbook, chef.
Actually, yung cookbook ko, because we have a YouTube and Facebook channel called Simple Simpol, and we do very simple recipes, no? So, di ba sabi mo nga, sabi ko na parang anyone can cook. Kasi kung isipin mo, if you say you don't know how to cook, sige, pakulo ka ng tubig. Kaya mo naman yun, di ba? Kaya mo, di ba? I'm sure kaya mo. Lagyan mo ng itlog. Di ba, in 6 minutes, you have an hard-boiled egg. Nakaluto ka na, di ba?
Yes.
Di ba? O, sige, palitan natin yung egg ng chicken. Lagyan mo ng luya, lagyan mo ng konting patis, lagyan mo ng papaya, lagyan mo ng malunggay. Di ba, tinola na yon?
Oh, yun lang pala
Di ba?
yun.
So, it's the way you frame your thinking kasi sometimes,
Mhm.
na. Kaya, cooking is really a frame of mind. It isn't really, kasi kaya mong gawin, like, it's just like doing something that's very basic. And a lot of people realize that importante pala malulong magluto, especially yung nag-ECQ, ba?
Yes.
If you're very dependent on saying na may delivery, may restaurant, nung wala, 'di ba? And of course, kaya mo magprito ng itlog, kaya mo magprito ng hotdog, kaya mo magluto ng noodles. Imagine 3 buwan yun na kinakain mo, 'di ba? So, yung book namin is actually ito siya, yung simple the cookbook. It's really a combination of easy to do recipes. Yan,
Oh,
easy to do recipes that a lot of people have fell in love with because um yan, dumilim na nag-brown
oh
out,
my
nag-power outage, yun mga alaga kong mga puppies, yun ang kulit. Anyway, so eto siya, this cookbook is it was released last December and it has 101 recipes now. So, it's very good, a very beautiful cookbook. Tingnan mo na. Yan. Akala mo very complicated, but it's actually very simple to do. Look at that beautiful photographs and all that.
yes, I
And what's
know.
special with this? Kasi,
Napaka-beautiful.
alam mo, di ba, well, ang kadamihan, like your generation, siguro you're younger than me. I assume you're younger than me, di ba? Some people don't read books too much anymore. Pero what's interesting about this simple cookbook is that pamillennial din ako, ha, di ba? So all the recipes have QR codes. So
Wow!
if you read the recipe, at parang nagets ko pero wala ka naman talagang background na magluto. What does sautéing mean? What does it? You just go to the QR code and there's an actual cooking video that shows you how this recipe is being done. So, pag hindi
Ang
mo pa gets,
galing!
hindi ko na alam.
Gagayahin mo na lang eh, andun na,
Gagayahin mo
pinapakita na
lang
sa'yo.
talaga. O gagayahin mo na lang talaga step by step. So, eto, it's 101 recipes kasi it covers different cooking method, different styles, different ingredients para at the end of kung gagawin mo yung from start to finish yung 101, marunong ka na talaga magluto just by parang vicariously learning all the techniques and methods and recipes, no? By having fun with the book,
Amazing!
scan ka ng konti, luto-luto ka ng konti, kain ka ng konti, then the more you cook, parang nade-develop yung palate mo, nade-develop yung skill mo, nade-develop din yung confidence mo. And then, magaling ka na magluto, di ba?
Ang
Yan.
cool nung QR code, Chef Tatung. Buti na lang naisip niyo yun. Akala ko parang if you scan it, there's a digital version of the book. Like, yun pa rin
No,
yung
no.
makikita niyo. But it's a video.
It's a
Wow!
video. Kasi ano man yung point mo, magsascan ka din, yun pa rin yung nakikita mo, di ba? It doesn't make
Yes!
sense, di ba? So, for
Wow!
me, it's really putting the video na how to do it, ano yung technique din, di ba? When the video may additional tips, may additional
Mm.
lessons, ganyan.
Ang galing!
Super
Now, Chef,
saya.
I'm just curious kasi usually, yung mga chefs around the world, they really try to like complicate things na parang they try to make it their own, dinadagdagan ng kung ano-ano, kinokomplika yung lasa. But your principle is very different. You want to simplify things. So, saan po nanggaling yung ganito yung desire na parang i-encourage yung maraming tao na magluto, na kaya nyo rin magluto, hindi lang ako, hindi porket chef ako lang yung kaya magluto ng masarap, kaya nyo rin. So, saan nanggaling yung ganun yung pong parang advocacy? Na kahit
Ako,
sino pwede magluto.
when I started cooking, obviously, di ba, yung pakitang gilas ka, paano parang, I want to
Mm.
do this, gusto techniques. So, sa isang putahe, 7 to 12 techniques yung nilalabas mo, di ba? Parang lahat na lang
Opo.
pwede mong gawin nandyan. Pero, alam mo, when you keep eating that food, hindi ka naman na-enjoy, di ba? Alam mo, ang sarap pa rin ng simpleng, di ba? Tapsilog, simpleng. And sabi ko, yung
Mm-mm.
it got me to realize na to be able to survive and in order to be happy, you just have to keep things simple, di ba? And ang point ko naman is, why do I cook stuff that will alienate people? Eko, personal ko lang na perspective eh. Alam mo, pag nakakain ka ng masarap, iba yung happiness na bibigay, di ba? And ultimately, hindi yung plating yung na-enjoy mo. Siguro atam mo, wow, ang ganda niya. Pero kahit maganda yung plating, pag kinain mo, hindi masarap, hindi pa rin masarap eh. Di pa rin hindi ka happy, di ba? Pero imagine
Yes.
ka, kumain ka ng something masarap, parang may kilig factor, may parang, wow, there's that satisfaction. Sinasabi ko nga na eating good food is like a spiritual experience, di ba? Parang, wow, parang pumapasok ka sa ibang dimension na parang
Mhm.
it's beyond the physical, parang ang sarap, di ba? Ang sarap talaga. Di ba? Parang it's like celebrating life. So, sabi ko, to be able to achieve that, you don't have to complicate things kasi you just have to focus on what matters, flavors, right textures, freshness, and happy ka na, di ba? So, why complicate life? The world is too complicated already. Yeah.
Ang ganda ng prinsipyong yon. Actually, hindi lang po sa food pwede i-apply yan, pwede rin sa mga ibang
Sa
bagay na
life,
puwedeng yes,
exactly.
simple lang. Now, chef, sa lahat ng mga nakuha niyong reaction sa work niyo, puwedeng sa cookbook, sa videos niyo, or sa mismong niluto niyo, ano yung nagmamarka sa inyo o yung favorite ninyong reaction na natanggap or feedback?
Yung pinaka satisfying talaga sa amin, like we've been doing sharing recipes for more than 4 years, no, and yung recipes namin nakakatulong siya mag-change ng quality ng life ng mga tao, you know. Number one is they say na sobrang tuwa ng pamilya ko sa ninuluto ko, 'di ba? Yun talaga yung satisfaction of a cook when they make people happy. And pangalawa, especially nitong pandemic, a lot of people message us. We also did kasi ng mga relief operations nung after sa yung 'di ba yung storm. And
Typhoon, yes.
randomly people will approach us, yung team, ako, sabi ng, "Chef, alam mo, yung recipe mo, yung ganitong recipe mo, ito lang nagbigay namin ng hanap buhay nung naka-lockdown kami, yung mga ito yung naging hanap buhay namin, ito yung dininegosyo ko nung nawala kami ng trabaho, ito yung binuhay ko sa pamilya ko nung ganun." And imagine yung a simple recipe that not only gives parang sustenance to your family sa pag-act of your cooking, but it also improves your economic. So napakalaki ng impact, no, na sinasabi na, "Chef, ang recipe mo na, I have a recipe, no, um uh, uh, longanisa recipe, and it's only very simple ingredient. It's just sugar, soy sauce, banana ketchup, pepper, and garlic. Yun lang siya. Very simple. Just mix it together and shape mo siya into longanisa. And alam mo, yung mga tao ginagawang negosyo, then sabi na, "Sus, hindi ko sinasabi sa mga kapitbahay ko na yun lang yung recipe mo lang ginagawa ko. Ang dami nang bumibili." Diba kasi, ma-amaze ka kasi na something you think is so complicated, ginawa nating
Mm.
sobrang simple, then nagagawa mong negosyo, and people are willing to pay you for that product. Di ba siya, uy, nakabenta na ako ng 20 kilos ito. So, wow, ha? Mas marami ko nabenta. Ako wala
Wow!
akong nabenta sa mga recipe ko. Kaya namimigay ko lang. Dapat may commission ako dyan. Binibiro ko sila.
Actually po 'no, pero it's good na inaamin nila sa inyo when they meet you. Talagang sinasabi nila, I get what you mean na it's very satisfying to hear those kinds of comments. Now, let's talk about the recipes themselves naman, chef. So, saan galing po yung mga recipes? Are they all Filipino? What can we expect when we open the book?
Yung recipes kasi natin dito, it's basically parang It's a cookbook. It's a compilation of recipes for anything you might want to eat in a Filipino home, di ba? So, hindi siya nakatali sa Filipino authentic. It's what we eat in a Filipino home. So, may spaghetti tayo. Alam mo yung spaghetti na may hotdog, mga
Yes.
ganung klaseng levels.
Matamis.
Yeah.
Matamis na
Oh, di ba?
spaghetti.
Chicken and mushroom na Alfredo. So,
Alfredo.
it's anything and everything that possibly you crave. Pansit bihon, pansit canton. So, wala
Mm-mm.
siya masyadong mga yung recipes na parang, wow, ano yan? Palabok. No? Palabok, di ba? So, ano hanapin mo? Fried chicken. Lahat ng fried chicken, nandyan. Chicken pastel, menudo, sweet and sour pork. So, it's actually what you would crave. Di ba? Parang,
Yes.
parang, they are all craveable recipes. Di ba? Parang, ay, nagkikrave ako ng, meron dito. Kaya 101, it's actually more than what you would need. Di ba? Hindi mo na kailangan ng ibang,
Oh.
ito lang, mabubuhay ka na, di ba? Ito. For celebrations, everyday recipes, mga cravings mo, mga siomai to mga barbecue to lahat nandyan siya. Vegetable
Wow.
dishes, yeah, chili con carne, kalyos nandyan. Yeah, so
Yes, and
fancy.
they're all very reachable dishes. Hindi yung mga parang,
And
yun nga,
the
may
most important
alienate.
thing, yung what people like is that nabibili mo sa palengke or sa supermarket yung mga ingredients. Wala siya talagang mga hinahanap mo na red bean paste, na mga, di ba, mga truffle. Well, wala siya. It's not that it's bad, pero sometimes kasi in a normal pantry, we have our basic stuff. We have our toyo, we have our suka, we have our banana ketchup, we have our, di ba, tomato sauce. So, when we cook, gusto natin, these ingredients natin, ito lang ingredients natin, pero marami tayong nagagawa. Di ba? Kasi you don't want to have special ingredients for all your recipes. So, imagine if each recipe you cook at home has one special bottled ingredient. If you make 100 recipes, imagine may 100 bottles ka. Hindi ka ba malilito?
So
Diba?
you kept that in mind while you were doing
Yeah.
the recipes na
Kung ano lang
dapat
meron. Anong meron
yes.
sa bahay? Anong meron tayo sa Pilipinas? Anong meron tayo sa normal, sa grocery, punta ka ng any grocery store, nandun. Hindi yung, doon ka dun sa high-end na specialty store, di ba? Doon ka sa deli bumili ng ganyan. Doon ka sa ganito, di ba? Importer kumuha. Ang hirap, di ba? Na especially, di ba, yung objective mo. Sometimes kasi, magkaiba kasi yung mga nagluluto. May taong nagpapaluto, di ba? Bakit sila sinasabi ito, di ba? You've heard this. Bakit mas magaling magluto yung lalaki kaysa sa... Di ba you've heard that before? Di ba parang, for me, ang simple reason ko naman, bakit magaling yung lalaki magluto? Hindi kasi sila yung magaling talaga. Nagkataon lang, in the family, kung ang father magluto, ang father nagluluto lang pag nagpapasikat. Tama, di ba? I'm going to cook something. Then he will buy all the ingredients he wants. Di ba, tama?
Yes.
Diba? If the mother
Usually, yes.
when the mother cooks, she will cook with what's available and she has to cook every day. Imagine mo yung challenge. Iba, di ba? Pero kung mama, bibigyan mo ng lahat ng resources at that time. Sige, araw-araw kung magpabongga, ha? Ang delikado niyan, mapabankrupt ka at sobrang ating taba.
Yes.
So kailangan mo dang, di ba, when you plan your meals, right? May lavish food, may sobrang special na food. May food din na masarap, pero you just eat it moderately, di ba? Kasi hindi tayo araw-araw fiesta. So, that's what's nice about this book also. May panghandaan, may pang everyday na pagkain. Na parang, di ba, 1 ulam, 2 ulam, simple lang, light sa tiyan. Yeah.
Grabe, dami ko natututuhan sa'yo, Chef. I love talking to you. So, for those who also want to see your videos, who want to see more of you, and those who want to buy the book, how can they do that po?
So, please follow me on my social media. I have Simple on YouTube and Facebook. Lutong Simple on Instagram. And also, I have my own Chef Tatung page. Please follow. Kakakonti lang ng followers ko. Maawa kayo. So, Chef Tatung on
Nakabago pa lang po dun sa lahat ng
Facebook.
mga
And,
mix
kasi
viewers.
nalalagi kami nasa Simple. So, ko, uy,
Mm-mm.
napapag-iwan ko yung personal ko. So, follow me also on Chef Tatung on Instagram and YouTube. And may TikTok na rin ako, Lutong
Ah,
Simple. And may Chef Tatong na TikTok. Wala pa akong dance video yun. So, wait lang. Then, the book is available on Lazada and Shopee. Yan, nalilito ako sa screen. Yan. So,
yes.
Lazada and Shopee. So, please grab your copies. Actually, maganda siya. Especially mga young guys, yung mga people, no, mga bata. Sobrang tuwa sa QR code. So, a lot of people are scanning and, watching the video. So, we really hope that we have a generation of, good cooks in the future, di ba? Kasi, alam mo, sobrang satisfying. Yung one thing kasi that cooking teaches you, it teaches you so many values and virtues kasi it teaches you patience,
Mm-hmm.
'di ba? Kasi it's not what you do to a dish, sometimes what you do and what you wait for. May ginagawa ka, may hinahantay ka, 'di ba? So it teaches you patience. Pangalawa, it teaches you also honesty. Kasi paano magluluto ka na masarap siya. Weh, 'di ba? 'Di ba?
Oh.
Pwede papatigin mo. Maalat ba siya? Di okay lang siya pero maalat na pala. 'Di ba?
Mm-mm.
So, you really have to calibrate yourself and your own honesty para makorek mo yung luto. Pag sa maalat ba? Maalat siya, adjust mo. Pero if you lie to yourself when you're cooking, doon yung problem. Adi, tama lang yan. When you second guess yourself, hindi talaga, di ba? Yan. And it also teaches you persistence. Di ba? Kasi you keep on trying, you keep on trying. And the most important thing that you learn, especially ngayon na pandemic and what happened, is the acceptance of impermanence. Nothing is constant, nothing stays. So when you cook something, magluluto ako ng lumpia. Matagal ba yung crispy niya? Hanggang bukas, wala. It's only crispy at a certain point na pag maluto ko, serve it fresh, crispy siya. Walang forever. So, no matter
Mm-hmm.
how good a cook you are, magsobra kung galing na chef, magluluto ako perfect, leave it for a few hours, it's going to be bad. The perfection
Mm-mm.
is only temporary. So we have to accept that in our lives that everything is temporary and you have to keep working for your own perfection and your own parang personal growth and keep doing what you're doing because you love it and hindi ka strive na to anchor your image, to anchor yourself parang image mo sa perfection because no one is perfect or is perfect all the time, di ba? So gonna flow lang tayo.
Ang
Yeah.
ganda, chef. Tsaka may dadagdag din ako sa walang forever. Walang forever sa pagkain. Pag masarap ka magluto kasi 5 minutes lang, ubos agad yan.
Ubos na.
So, yes, hindi yan magtatagal pag sobrang sarap, mauubos agad. But, chef, I hope maubos din agad ang iyong cookbook. Sana mas marami pang mga Pinoy. And kahit namang hindi Pinoy, mas marami pang tao sa mundo ang ma-appreciate ang simple kind of cooking and ma-inspire na magluto rin because of you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Chef, and keep on
you.
inspiring more people through your cookbooks, through your videos online, and we hope to have you back here on
Yeah.
the next time that you're going to release something new. So maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat.
Your
And I
time,
hope you
Chef.
cook also. I want you to cook ha. Mag-post ka, nagluluto ka.
Naku, Chef, sasendan kita ng link na nagluluto ako. Madidisappoint ka talaga.
Chef Tatong, don't forget.
Yes,
Sige.
follow Chef
Thank you.
Tatung. But thank you so much, Chef, and to everyone watching, sa lahat ng mga kasimple na nanonood sa Facebook and YouTube, maraming salamat. This has been a MYXclusive interview with Chef Tatung. Once again,